A new experiment in GTA 5? Today we're going to see how far cars can make it through the meat grinders. And each time they get bigger and bigger, all the way up to a giant meat grinder big enough to fit the entire GTA 5 map. Watch the video till the end, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new experiments.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you.
And a new experiment where we'll see how far cars can make it through giant meat grinders. For this experiment, I've prepared some very unusual cars made up of tiny supercars, planes, and jet-powered vehicles. And of course, we've even got giant monster trucks and limousines today. So make sure to watch until the end, leave a like, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new awesome experiments. But I suggest we don't waste any time and start right away with the smallest car for today. We actually have two remote-controlled cars, but one of them is it's sleeping. It's squashed as if this Bugatti got run over by a real press. It's extremely thin. Just look at it. I don't even think it's a centimeter thick. But alright, the most important thing is to make it to the finish line because just look at these things. They're real meat grinders. See, they're even spinning down there. Oh, that's a problem. Quiet, barely made it, saved myself. Okay, that was really dangerous. The most important thing is to get through the first level. We're picking up maximum speed. And 1 and 2 and bam. Perfect. Okay, first level. We made it through. The second one is already much bigger. I can't even imagine the third one. Just look at it. The third level is, well, about 100 times bigger than my mini Bugatti. Well, okay, it's nothing to worry about. We'll just pick up maximum speed and everything should definitely work out for us. Perfect. Seriously? I thought we'd fail at the second level and our run would end right there, but here we are. Seriously? The fourth level? I actually really like this. Alright, maybe this Bugatti will even make it to the finish line. Because we're already getting through the fifth level and there are only 2 left. Can you imagine? But there's one problem. The 6th and 7th levels are just too gigantic. I feel like this is the end for me. I can't make it across. Alright, let's move on. And now it's not a squashed car, but a real Lamborghini. Well, realish. A Lamborghini. A kid's Lamborghini. We don't have a regular Lambo today, but at least we've got a kid's Lambo. So there's a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Look, they're very similar. If you look at them like this, you can barely tell them apart. They're almost the same size. Alright, fine. We're also going for maximum acceleration. We clear the first level super easily, the second one perfectly. But the third one, that's where the problems start, I think. Or maybe we make it, come on, just by a hair. You have to handle this Lambo super carefully because it's like a roly-poly toy. It gets tossed from side to side. Look, I'm driving straight and then boom, that's it. It just flips over, does a somersault. Then even here, oh wow, just look at this. What is that? It's just impossible for me to control. Okay, fine. Most importantly, we've already made it through 4 levels. This is the 5th one. Will we be able to do it? Perfect? Seriously? Well, almost perfect. And 2 more flips as a bonus. I think these 2 little cars are more or less the same because we're already getting close to level 6. Well, after this, I don't think we'll be able to make it through anymore. And 1, and 2, and 3, and into the grinder goes the Lambo. Alright, I suggest we move on to real supercars and then test out the plane. This is actually really unusual because we've never tested a plane before. But let's start with the Ferrari. By the way, it also really looks like a plane or even some kind of spaceship from the future, I would say. Let's try a new experiment together. We'll go for maximum acceleration and complete the challenge without using the brakes at all. Well, we almost made it. Alright, maximum acceleration one more time. This car is honestly really cool, super fast, and most importantly, futuristic. But the most important thing is how well it handles the challenge. Alright, let's do a J-turn. There we go, perfect. These are the kinds of cars I really like. Level 6, it's honestly huge, but I think we're managing. Yeah, that is perfect, okay. Now let's go, level 7, the biggest level of them all, the most gigantic and massive grinder destroyer you have ever seen. I think it's just completely impossible to beat, mostly because it's actually bigger than the entire GTA 5 map. Just look at that right there, we're definitely not making it, we're literally about 500 meters short of the goal. And now I just slide all the way down and I feel like at this point, absolutely nothing can save us from this grinder anymore. Although, wait, I have an idea, hold on. Oh, that's it guys, stop, I saved myself. Oh ho, it's so gigantic that I can just take and... Well, come on, let's park the car right here. There, let it stay here, at least it's safe. But it still didn't make it to the finish line. Whoa, we haven't even started testing the airplanes at all yet. And honestly, I really think airplanes are the most overpowered vehicles for these experiments, because they can easily make it to the finish line. Actually, they won't even drive to the finish, they'll fly there, I'd say, because planes really do fly. And this one's some kind of fighter jet. Even look, it can shoot too. But honestly, it looks really intense. Let's see. Didn't even feel a thing. Alright, let's try the second level. That's how we'll get through it. This is honestly perfect. That's it. Alright, let's retract the landing gear and take off just like that. We even did a barrel roll. I mean, I'm not exactly a master pilot, but whatever. The main thing is we're flying, and I think we can actually make it to the finish line together really easily. Level 6, perfect. I think we can even speed up a little bit. And we can do tricks just like this. Oops, just like that. Oops, perfect, very good. Look, let me show you. Ice, school, little penguin from him and from her. This is actually quite dangerous, but most importantly, look at that giant meat grinder number 7. But we fly through it super easily, then a sharp turn and a smooth landing at the finish line. Here it is, our runway. We release the landing gear and land perfectly. Okay. It turns out that I am not a bad pilot either. Perfect, guys, I really like these planes. I did not even notice how we passed all the challenges. In my opinion, we should definitely test planes more often. Maybe we should actually make a series where we only test planes together. That would be really, really intense. I think all the planes would make it to the finish line, so there would not be much point to that kind of video. But if you want it, please write in the comments. It would actually be really interesting to read. Now, let us go test the next cars. Oh, the plane was of course really cool, but now we have got rockets. Alright, not exactly rockets, but jet cars. Let's see which turns out to be cooler, jet cars or planes. This is a real comparison. The most perfect one. Whoa, the second level is just perfect. But this is already bad, Wait, I have an idea. Look, honestly, I really think that we do not even need to accelerate. We just activate our turbo boost and fly through it easily. Literally from a standstill 0 kilometers per hour. And we made it through this dangerous grinder. It's really very dangerous, alright? Level 5. No, not dangerous. Totally easy. I got it mixed up. After all, we have a jet car, right? It's just level 5 and a jet car. I think it's totally easy to handle, but level 6 is already incredibly big. Very, very unusual. Okay, let's do a flip, boost, and go straight to level 7. Come on, guys. Everyone who believes in this car, be sure to hit like and write in the comments, jet car to the finish. I hope we can do it. Alright. The most important thing is to activate the turbo boost at the right time. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Activating the boost and flying straight to the finish. Seriously? Perfect landing runway. It's already the landing strip. That's it, we're landing. And our jet car makes it perfectly to the finish line just like an airplane. In fact, really, today not a single car drove to the finish. Every car flew there. One airplane and one jet car. It's very, very unusual. Well, alright, let's go test the next cars. Meanwhile, we're moving on to real supercars. Here we have a real Bugatti Bolide, a classic Ford Mustang from the past, and a true supercar Rolls-Royce. I've never even seen something like this. I suggest we start with the oldest supercar, or maybe even sports car actually. That's the Ford Mustang. And honestly, it's already, well, probably about 50 years old. That's one of the very first models. But that doesn't mean this car will be the worst one. Maybe it'll be the first one to reach the finish line right now. Let's go check it out. We're accelerating to the max, and by the way, it's actually pretty powerful, this Ford Mustang. Honestly, I think the Ford Mustang is a super beautiful car. Everyone would want to have this car in their collection, seriously. Like this video if you want a real Ford Mustang for yourself. Let's make a deal. If you hit like right now, write in the comments, I want a Ford Mustang. Then you'll definitely get one. Not tomorrow, of course, maybe the day after tomorrow, or the day after that, or maybe in just one day. A day, 2 days, 3, 4, 5, maybe in a week. Maybe in a year, so make sure you invest in your future like this. Hit like, write in the comments, I want a Ford Mustang, and you'll see your wish will definitely come true. Whoa, are we already at the finish line? Seriously? I'm just speechless. I didn't expect the Ford Mustang to make it to the finish line. But alright, that's actually more of a plus than a minus. So we'll leave it here and let's go test the supercars from the future. Well, if the old Ford Mustang managed to make it, then the Bugatti Bolide, well, it's 1,000,000% going to make it. Because it's faster after all. And look, it's not just any car, it's special. It has a turbo booster, so at first glance it looks pretty ordinary. A Bugatti Bolide? But if you flip it over, this car has turbo acceleration. Oops. It's so low that we got caught on the first level on our meat grinder, and now we're flying perfectly. Damn, this car is really cool. It looks super unusual, like some kind of race car, seriously. Alright, let's aim for maximum possible acceleration and attempt to soar across to the truly massive 7th level, the world's largest automotive meat grinder. Here we go. Okay, that was easy. This is the 6th level, no questions here at all. Maximum acceleration, get ready, 3, 2, 1, and we are officially flying. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm sure we can do it perfectly. So far, so good. Perfect, even without turbo boost. Can you imagine? This is the coolest car, and it even has turbo boost. I think we could have done 2. We could have flown through those kinds of meat grinders easily. Look, we've already got a whole 3 cars in a row are handling this experiment. Even 4 probably, counting the plane. That's very unusual. Okay, let's keep going. And the last luxury supercar for today is this Rolls-Royce supercar. I always thought Rolls-Royce only made those, you know, classic, elegant, and beautiful, sophisticated cars. But for them to make high-end supercars, I've definitely never heard of such a thing before. But alright, let's see what the Rolls-Royce supercar can do. Maybe it'll turn out to be even cooler than all the others. And I think that's exactly how it's gonna be, because Rolls-Royce really does make some seriously amazing cars. I feel like if you own a Rolls-Royce, that's it. You're instantly the king of the road. Seriously. You honestly don't need anything else in life. And by the way, we've already flown through 5 whole levels. I didn't even notice it. It's so comfortable and at the same time so fast that I honestly didn't even notice. Although with level 6, we barely made it through. With level 7, of course, there are definitely going to be some big questions because the car just isn't as fast as you'd want it to be. And I think I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I don't get it. Seriously. Come on, come on, come on. Just a little more, a little more, a little more. Come on, come on. Perfect, just perfect. If we were just a meter back, we would have fallen right into that giant meat grinder. And now it turns out that all the supercars in today's collection made it to the finish line. Is it just me, or seriously, have the cars gotten way cooler, or have the meat grinders just gotten too small? Something needs to change. Next time, we need to make the meat grinder 10 times bigger. Well, now we're slowly moving on to real off-road vehicles. Actually, we have one more limousine, and it's a very unusual one. This is the McQueen limousine. Like this if you've watched Lightning McQueen at least once in your life. I think absolutely everyone has. It's a super cool cartoon. I love it. It's probably one of my all-time favorite cartoons. So today, we're testing McQueen, only... And on the very first level, it gets seriously stuck. I honestly don't even know what to say. We're just, oh no, I'm done for... Oh, okay, everything is going to be just fine. But now we know what's inside the meat grinder, and we know for sure that you definitely shouldn't end up in there. So shall we move on to the SUVs? And here, of course, some big questions arise. Because our supercars made it to the finish line perfectly, since they're small, fast, and most importantly, very light. But here, it's the complete opposite. It seems like SUVs should handle it better because they have higher suspension, but at the same time... They're very slow and... But okay, they're heavier, and at the very least, the grinder just can't chew us up. Or will I be able to get out? Perfect. No, I don't think I can. Well, maybe I actually can. Alright, okay, we didn't quite make it this time. But we're testing the next car, and it's a G-Wagon. And not just any G-Wagon, but some kind of safari G-Wagon. Because it doesn't have doors, it's got this lightweight... canopy. It's not even a roof, it's just a canopy, seriously. And by the way, it should be lighter. So look, we're flying over 2 levels, easy. Perfect. 4th level, 5th level. I think we should be able to handle this easily. Whoops! Perfect. There are 2 levels left, and honestly, this is where problems start, because the G-Wagon is really hard to control. Alright. Now let's get maximum acceleration and try to fly over the 6th level. This should be really hard, but I'm sure we can do it. The G-Wagon is super powerful, somewhere around 600 to 650 horsepower. And we should be able to handle it. Come on, it's almost there. No, it doesn't make it, damn. Alright, we're falling down after all, and now nothing can save us from this meat grinder. No? We're moving right along, and next up is an incredibly futuristic Jeep. In fact, I think this is even... not just an all-terrain or off-road vehicle, but a genuine high-tech lunar rover. Yeah, just look at it. It can actually jump, and it really looks like some kind of futuristic car from outer space. Alright, I honestly think the very first level is no problem for it at all. Perfect. Most importantly, I just remembered. I remembered, guys, what this car can do. It's not just unusual, it's not just any car, it's super special. Look, it seems like it can jump, it's pretty fast, off-road capable, and it looks really cool too. But it has one incredible hidden superpower that will let us cross that final finish line right now, with a probability of 100 or even 110%. Just watch closely and see for yourself. It looks like the car is flying 6th level, barely making it. But there's a button to turn off gravity. So look, I'm flying. Maximum acceleration. I'm picking up speed, 1, 2, 3, that's it. I turn off gravity, and this car can just levitate like in space. Look, we can even do tricks there, spin around like this, to the left, to the right, and it doesn't even lose altitude. Do you see? We're not even landing, you and I. And if you press the gravity off button, look, bam, it immediately starts falling down. See, that's it, we land right away. We activate the gravity button, bam, that's it, and the car keeps flying, just levitating. Perfect, see, it doesn't even fall. We turn off the gravity button, bam, perfect landing. These are the kind of cars I really like. So this is already the 6th car that made it to the finish perfectly. By the way, it's the first SUV. Meanwhile, we have only 3 cars left. I suggest we start with the smallest one, because at the end we'll have the world's biggest Lambo waiting for us. By the way, we've already had a Lambo. One was small, the other was super gigantic. Now that's a comparison for sure. And by the way, the advantage of SUVs is that they really have gigantic suspension, very high. And we can easily drive through all of this. Oops, look. Okay, not so easily, come on, climb up. I think I'm done for. Oh, I got stuck. That's it, perfect parking if you ask me. Look, I'm just not sliding down because our suspension is working perfectly. I just can't roll down. Perfect, that's it. Let's leave the car like this. At the very least, it's still intact and unharmed and hasn't turned into a pile of metal. By the way, this actually looks more like some kind of military vehicle because it really does look like one. It looks really cool, even the exhaust pipes look super unusual as you can see. And most importantly, look at those gigantic wheels. I don't think cars like this even exist in real life. Well, okay, at least we have them here, so... We have super cool and unusual experiments. If you like them, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Seriously, if you've watched up to this point and still haven't subscribed to the channel, you absolutely need to fix that right now. Just do it 100%, hit that red subscribe button, click the bell, most importantly, so you don't miss any new cool experiments. And most importantly, write in the comments which cars we should test in the next episode. And here we are, flying in this van and not making it. Up to the 7th level. This is the 6th level, and I'm just flying down, and it feels like there will be nothing left of me. Just some piece of metal or something. And now here is the biggest car for today, the largest Lamborghini monster truck in the entire world. So incredibly huge, just take a look at it. This for a second is actually only the first level. See how small it is? We can just stand here like this and that's it. It's like a little bump in the road. It happens. Even the 2nd level, look. Oh, perfect, didn't even feel it. The 3rd one, well, the 3rd is actually, okay, a bit bigger than our Lambo, but I think we'll get through all 7 levels without any problems at all. We'll drive through, even through the biggest meat grinder, fly through perfectly and not even feel any trouble. Alright, let's pick up maximum speed and there are only 2 levels left. Guys, everyone who believes in me, you owe me a like 100%, let's go. Come on, perfect, looks like I'm making it. Yes, awesome, that's it. Now, maximum acceleration, not even stopping. And let's try to fly over into the biggest meat grinder with the biggest Lambo in the world. Come on, let's go. Perfect. Everything is going just great so far. We're even doing a flip like that. Come on. The meat grinder is really gigantic. I wouldn't want to fall in there. And I think that was a truly perfect landing. Yes, pa bam. That is it, guys. Absolutely perfect. Plus, we have one more car at the finish line. Honestly, I never really doubted it for a second. And by the way, look at how many cars we have at the finish today. A total of 4 supercars, 2 of which are jet cars, 1 monster truck, this gigantic Lambo, and 1 off-roader, even a Lunar rover, I would say. And the most unusual thing today is the airplane, because airplanes we have never tested at all before. By the way, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on new awesome experiments just like this one. And as always, it was me, your favorite penguin. See you again. Bye-bye.